It's lights out and away we go.
Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast.
We are your hosts Harshit Das
And Ashish Panda.
It's a podcast on F1 motorsport.
We are gonna cover everything related to F1 world.
So sit back and enjoy listening to us.
This time my co-host Harshit is back.
Yeah. It feels good to be back. It's been a while and I think I came back at the right race. I mean, I could have come at Bahrain, but I unfortunately couldn't make it. So finally I'm here. The race is over and it's a Verstappen win.
Yeah, Verstappen win, and the whole race was so dramatic. It was filled with lockups, overtakes, like tactical overtakes.
Yeah, the overtakes, like tactically many overtakes happened and it was good. Close racing and all. It was all nice and good. But it wasn't as dramatic as last year where we had a shit ton of incidents, but I think it was good racing overall.
Yeah, but still there were incidents, so many crashes and even overheatings. Because of that, Ricciardo and Alonso stopped.
Yeah. So drama was there and overtaking and close racing was there, which was the main aim for the 2022 regulations.
Yes.
And I think FIA has done a pretty good job with that, and we are seeing close racing. We are seeing the cars being able to follow each other pretty close without having to lift off.
Yes.
And that end of the day helps better overtakes and thus better racing.
And great overtakes due to the DRS.
Yeah, DRS becomes useful because of the new regulations. So the car stays closer.
Yes.
You activate DRS, you get 16 kilometers more, you go ahead and overtake the car ahead of.
Yes.
So how about we go through all the teams and their performances, how they stand. So I think we'll start with the bottom one.
If we start from the bottom one, I would like to start from Williams. They are performing really bad. Nicholas Latifi had a crash in the qualifying. He again had a crash in the main race, and their engine isn't performing that well.
Yeah, today I think I saw a pattern with the Mercedes engine. First,
Yes.
I think Ricciardo in his McLaren facing some brake issues, and McLaren, like when they arrived in Bahrain, they realized that they had some brake issues and they couldn't just complete full race runs, and it is hurting them right now. Like although they are able to complete the races, but they are not finishing in top 10, and
Yes.
this was a team which was in contention for third position in constructors last year, so they have also fallen off pretty badly.
Yes, along with that, even Aston Martin isn't even performing that well. Like Hülkenberg did gain some position after the safety car, but then again he got down. Obviously, Aston Martin are really off pace, and that's the major problem that's happening with majority of the cars that are using Mercedes engine. But it isn't the main issue with the Mercedes car. What's your opinion about it?
Yeah, I think Mercedes has messed up their engines this time. I have a feeling because overall, I think Mercedes has the pace and Mercedes engine is powerful, but in relevance to Red Bull's and Ferrari's engine, I think Mercedes engine is underpowered, and Mercedes with their own porpoising issue, they are still not able to unlock the full potential of the car, and that is hurting them. And seeing Lewis Hamilton qualify 16th was a shock yesterday in the qualifying, and today, but still he was on for a good position, but then a bad timing
Yes.
of virtual safety car, it kind of messed up his chances, but still he finished in points, which is still good. I'm still not counting him out of the title contention, but we'll have to wait and see.
That's really a tremendous result for him. Like, people were expecting that he is in Q1, Hamilton has lost his work or something, but like the old times, he never gives up.
Yeah, it is not over until it's over in Formula 1. So hopes are there, and it's just a matter of time. I mean, Mercedes being the team it is, they have been dominating for a long time, and the new regulations actually shook up the grid. But I think Mercedes has the potential to come back, and it's just a matter of time before they get around their porpoising issue.
Yes.
But we just need to see if it's too late or they manage to fix it in time.
And going to his teammate, George Russell, he was consistent throughout the race.
Yeah, I think Russell somehow he just managed to push the car a bit better than what Lewis could do. And Lewis himself is clueless as to what happened in quali and thus the bad results.
Yes.
Although he could have finished P5 or P6, if it weren't for the bad timing of the virtual safety car.
Yes.
But I think Russell, he got a bit more out of the car than his teammate, and he maintained that 5th position in the race. So overall, I would say that's a positive for Mercedes to take away this weekend.
Coming to Haas, Mick Schumacher was already out because of the crash in the quali, and he was ruled out of this GP. But K-Mag got them the crucial points by finishing P9, and he gave a brilliant performance throughout the race. Like, he could have finished in the P7, but it's the same case that because of the virtual safety car, a lot of overtaking and mismatch happened because of the pit stops and everything.
Yeah, I think Haas is something like Haas literally just came back, like out of nowhere. Haas has been performing well.
Yes.
Although Mick Schumacher, yeah, he crashed the car in quali. And I think today I heard one of the commentators say that they didn't let him participate so that they would have, like, just in case he ended up crashing the car here again, they wouldn't have enough spares, which is sad. I thought it was for safety reasons of the driver, but then here they are afraid of not having spare parts. I mean, they are working on a budget. They don't have unlimited.
Exactly.
I mean, everyone is working under a budget, but still. So yeah, but K-Mag, yes, he has been performing exceptionally well. He has been pushing the car. He has been pushing the team. And this is again, second points finish in the second race for Haas.
And I think he is capable to get into Q3 because in the qualification, he was going to enter into the top 10. He was going great in the Q2, but the crash happened and everything changed.
Yep. See, like, you need to know the limit when you are pushing a car to the limit.
Yes,
so that's where a slight error and he ended up in the barrier.
Maybe that will come with the experience.
Yeah, let's just hope that it happens. And now moving on to another team, Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou got his first penalty in this race because of a little bit of mishap with Albon. But Bottas performed really well till before the virtual safety car, but then he had to retire out and we really don't know what happened with his car.
Yeah. I was watching the race and Bottas was really fighting with Alonso and the Alpine.
Yes.
And he was putting up a good show. And out of nowhere, this guy, he enters the pits and his car has to retire, which was pretty strange. I think we'll come to know about it probably later, day after tomorrow, some reports. Because like in the race also, I think that time Leclerc and Verstappen were battling it out for the win. So no one really focused on Bottas getting out, which is fine. Maybe we'll come to know what happened exactly in a couple of days.
Another thing that Alfa Romeo's car, like the Bahrain one, like Bottas suffered a little bit of clutch issues. Guan Yu Zhou also suffered a little bit of clutch issues. So I think the overheating issues are actually affecting the car a lot.
Yeah, like I saw this with Zhou. He, in the beginning of the race itself, he started facing the gear shift issues. And that also kind of proved to be a problem for them. So they'll have to probably monitor this better and see if they can avoid it in the next races so that they can have better results. And overall, in terms of retirement, we had 5 retirements today. And in the end also, like just before the final lap, I think Stroll and Albon, they came together, ended up damaging each other's car. Okay, so if we are putting Albon, yeah, we put according to the scorecard, he is still a DNF. So that brings us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DNF.
Yes. Going to our next team, AlphaTauri. Tsunoda had a car problem in the qualification and because of that he got the DNS. And again in the main race he was out just before the starting because of some wire issue happened and his car got out. And talking about Gasly, he finished P8, which is good because any of the crucial points that they gain is gonna result in a better position in the constructors for them.
Yeah, they were aiming for 5th in the constructors and 8th is a decent enough result, but like it didn't have the punch, like it didn't have the Gasly punch. I didn't feel it in the race.
Yeah, exactly. Even in Bahrain, he wasn't that much active and it's the same thing. Like he is there, but that punch you are talking about, we aren't able to see that.
Yeah, it is lacking for some reason. Like it's not, the Gasman effect is not there for some reason.
Going on to our next team, Alpine. Alpine were having a serious bro fight. Like their L plan worked in the qualification and in the main race they literally fought out for some time. The team principal was like assuring the commentators that it wasn't any issue, it was in the plan, but he was really tense that what was happening.
But yeah, that was a good scrap amongst the teammates.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I thought like we'll get an immediate team order, but Otmar, the team let both the drivers fight it out, and I think in the end Fernando showed that he had an edge, and at that point they were just like, you know what, now he has shown that he has an edge, we just let him keep the position. So yeah, that's what happened with the Alpines. It was a good fight.
Yeah, but it's his bad luck that after the car got out, Ocon finished P6, and that's a great result for Alpine.
Yeah, Alpine is still doing well. Alpine has the pace. They are getting better.
Yeah. Going on to Ferrari and Red Bull, Perez had a great lead, but just before the safety car, he had to pit, and like that was a bluff with bluff between Ferrari and Red Bull. Leclerc went out, even if he was going to pit, he just went out with his tires, but Perez got into the pit lane and he had to pit, but again after the safety car something happened.
Yeah, see, like technically it was like Leclerc asked his teammates, like he was behind, and probably he felt that it was a better option if he would just box and, you know, probably try an undercut. And it was broadcasted on the radio, so Red Bull had to act accordingly. And I think it was at that point when, like, if it was a bluff, it worked brilliantly in Ferrari's favor.
Yeah.
Because they didn't know that a safety car or a VSC, I think it was a safety car, would be out in the next lap. So, like, I think when both the teams pit crew came out, I think Leclerc was informed about it, and he made an instinctive decision to stay out, and that paid off. And if it was an actual bluff, it worked brilliantly in Ferrari's favor, and that's what handed the lead to Leclerc, and that gave Sergio a major disadvantage. He had the potential to win the race, but unfortunately he ended up finishing fourth, and his teammate took the win. Yeah, regarding the win, it was quite a scrap between Leclerc and Verstappen for that win.
Yeah, those final laps, it was a strong fight. Like Verstappen was trying a lot to overtake Leclerc. So Verstappen had a strong fight with Leclerc in the main straight. He was again and again trying to overtake, but he wasn't successful. But he got a chance and he took it. And in the final 2 laps, Leclerc tried a lot to overtake him. But the yellow flag came in and he couldn't overtake, and we all know that Verstappen is the winner, and congratulations to him.
Yeah, definitely a big congrats to Max Verstappen for winning it. And I think there were pretty much all type of tricks and tactics that the drivers could use, like Jeddah being the circuit, it has a decently long main straight, and then the DRS detection zone. Like in last year's race, what happened with Hamilton and Verstappen, they ended up colliding because they were trying to steal DRS on the main straight, and that's what happened today. But fortunately no collisions, but there was this moment where I think both drivers slowed down quite a lot, and Verstappen locked up.
Yeah, both of them locked up,
and Charles saw that. Yeah, both of them locked up, but Verstappen locked up harder, and Charles saw that, and he instantly reacted to it by accelerating away. And but still somehow, because of the yellow flag in the end, I think it became a disadvantage for Charles, and it helped Max Verstappen a bit. Although, yeah, he did plan it out perfectly and he executed the overtakes perfectly. But I think that the yellow flag hampered a bit of Leclerc's performance. But end of the day, winner of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2022 or Jeddah circuit winner we have is Max Verstappen. So I think that's it. That we have covered everything that happened in the race, and I think it was a pretty good race, and the first 2 races of the season have been interesting, although it's again a 2-way fight. But I am enjoying the battle in the midfields and the other, down the grid, where everyone is fighting for points, closer racing, better overtakes. So I think we are set up for a good season ahead.
So this was it for this race, and we have covered everything, taking from the start, the crashes, overtakes and lockups and everything. We have covered it, and we hope that we will have these kind of races throughout the season. So let's meet in the next race, that's in Melbourne. Till then, watch our old episodes and meet you guys in the next one.